So, good morning and welcome back to Daily Transfer Update. Now, I nearly said we lost yesterday. It felt like a loss. I was a little bit upset yesterday. 1-1 draw at home to Sheffield United, and that's now 1 win in 5 for Mikel Arteta. Too many poor performances all over the pitch. It was hard to watch. I mean, the first half was just embarrassing. Like it was like we were watching a Wenger team, an Emery team. It was just nothing at all. They were getting chances, not massive chances. They never had a shot on target in the first half, but they were getting breakaways and they were looking like they were more likely. And then out of nowhere, Bukayo Saka whips a ball into the box, and Gabriel Martinelli scores his 9th goal of the season. So we went in at half time 1-0 up, and I was thinking, right, we got away with one there because we weren't looking great. We didn't look like we were going to score. Weren't creating anything at all, and we went in 1-0 up and came out second half, and I thought, okay, right now let's try and take the game to them, which we tried to do. Didn't really happen. Like I said, too many poor performances. Pepe was shocking. Don't think he was great at all. Mesut Ozil, Jesus Christ, 1 goal. And no assists in the last 17 games. He's the only attacking midfielder on the planet that don't have to score or assist a goal. Yet people will still roll the magic carpet and the red carpet out for him. He should have been subbed. He ended up finishing the game and as captain, which was just laughable. Shocking. I don't get it. And he should be fully dropped for the Chelsea game. Lacazette, again, poor, very poor. Him and Ozil were just shocking again. I don't get why they keep starting games. And this is the thing that Mikel Arteta said, is that, he ain't going to pick players based on their names. He's going to pick them on performances, etc., etc. Well, if that's the case, my friend, then they're both dropped for the Chelsea game. And we shall see. But we are linked to some players. We desperately need some players. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some players, because we're running out of time in this transfer window now. And it's getting kind of embarrassing. I mean, we've convinced Granit Xhaka to stay. I mean, like, since when did he become a massive, important cog in our football team that we have to bow down and beg him to stay? But we've begged him to stay and he's staying. We could have sold him to Werder Bremen and gone and brought a proper midfielder. But with that being said, he has played well the last couple of games, but that's not a reason to keep him. Where's he been for 3 years? And now he wants to turn up. So we are linked to a midfielder, Bruno Guiramaes. And talks are still ongoing. Edu Gaspar's leading that one. And yesterday he had more meetings with the representatives of Bruno Guiramaes. And it's progressing nicely according to the reports. £25.5 million fee is what they require. Obviously we know Chelsea are involved. We know that that Benfica are involved. Benfica are the only team to have put a bid in. But Arsenal and Chelsea reps did actually watch him play the other night. And they sent scouts out to watch him. So the interest is real, it's there, the negotiations are taking place, like I said, but it's like, it's just so disheartening being an Arsenal fan at times. It's like, you look at other teams and you think, well, why are they so much better than us? Or why have they got this? Or why have they got that? I mean, if you look at Liverpool's midfield, for example, Wijnaldum, Milner and Henderson, Arsenal fans have turned their nose up at that. And we're going with Mesut Ozil, Granit Xhaka, and Guendouzi against Palace, them 3 in the second half against Palace. Jesus Christ. We need solid midfielders that have got work rate and energy levels. And it's just too many players that haven't got that. And I'm hoping that if we do get this deal done for this Bruno Guiramaes guy, that he comes in and he can and takes to it like a duck to water, and he can kick on and he can just fall straight into place. But my fear is that he's going to take time. And that's why I'd go for somebody in the Premier League rather than going for somebody that's never played in the league before. But then on the flip side of that, Gabriel Martinelli's never played in the Premier League. He's a young boy, and he's ripping it apart at the moment. Every time he plays, he scores or creates something. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get this deal done real quick, because we're running out of time. And I'm sick of hearing the excuses about the January transfer window's hard to sign players. It's not. Go and bid the money, you get the player. It's as simple as that. Now let's move on. We're going to move on to Mesut Ozil, funny enough. Now he came out yesterday, I think it was, or the day before yesterday, and said that he wants to end his career or his contract. He sees himself staying in North London. this season and next season. The PR game is strong with this guy, and he has to have a strong PR game because his footballing game has been dead for years. And I'm sick and tired of this guy talking. It's time to start doing. And again, yesterday, absolutely shocking. I've seen people defend him saying, oh, he was magnificent second half. He was running it. He was the linchpin. Did they watch a different game? No goals and 1 assist. 6 shots in the last 17 games. 1 assist, 0 goals and 6 shots in the last 17 games. It's not good enough. And he's had 1 shot on target, and that was against Norwich. Like I said, he's the only attacking midfielder in world football that doesn't have to score or set up a goal. And people say, oh, because he's running around more and doing what he should be doing, that's a free pass. Well, not in my book, it ain't, my friend. And we need an attacking midfielder real quick. We need to go and get somebody. And we don't even need an attacking midfielder. Just play Ceballos there. But he's declared his undying love for the club. Of course he has. They're paying him £1.5 million a month. And that he wants to stay. Leave it in the comment section. Do you think he should stay until the end of his contract? Or do you think he should go ASAP? I think this one could be kind of split. Let's move on to another player, and that is Layvin Kurzawa. Now, Lacazette sent the internet into meltdown by liking a post of Layvin Kurzawa mocked up in an Arsenal shirt. It was like an Instagram post, I think it was, that he liked. And that sent everything into meltdown. You know what Arsenal fans are like. They don't have much to just cheer about, so they cheer about Lacazette liking an Instagram post. And this deal's looking closer and closer. It's a deal that might be put off until the summer, but wrapped up now. And I reported yesterday, from what I see, that we have offered him a 5-year deal, which is kind of mad if you're thinking about it. But it is what it is, and it's looking closer and closer. But then is this a make-weight for the next guy that I'm going to talk about, whose name I'm going to absolutely butcher, and that is a guy called Tsimikas. He's the Olympiacos left-back. He's rapid, by the way. I watched him in the Champions League. We've actually got Olympiacos, so we're going to get first-hand look at him if he hasn't signed by January. But £17 million Greek left-back for Olympiacos. We are linked heavily to this guy. Now, is Layvin Kurzawa the little carrot that we're dangling to go and get this guy? This guy is a lot younger, he's a lot better, and I'd take him. Although at the same time, why do we need a left back? I don't think we do need a left back. I think there's more important issues at the club than signing another left back. Again, this one's a bit of a weird one. It's, are we signing him for now? Are we signing him for January? Depending on what reports you read are conflicting. So it's a ip, dip, do, whatever you want to pick. And, you know, I just look at it and I just think that sometimes, I mean, this guy's a really good player, really good. I see him against Tottenham, I see him against Bayern Munich, and he gets forward, he bombs forwards, he can defend, and he don't shirk a challenge, his positioning's good. But I just look at it sometimes and I think, who is picking these players? Who sits there and goes, we need to convince Granit Xhaka to stay? Oh, we need to go and get a left back. We need a right back. We've got one right back, and that's Hector Bellerin. We're playing Maitland-Niles at right back, and Bellerin ain't good enough. We need a centre back. Mustafi's not good enough. We need a central midfielder. Granit Xhaka could have left. We should have sold him. That's going to come back to bite us big time. And, you know, I'm just looking at it thinking, like, there's too many cooks in the kitchen at this football club. I just don't know, man. I'm just so baffed with this club and the way it works at times. And we're currently way down the table. The season's pretty much in the gutter. It has been all season. It's draw FC. We've got more draw than the local weed dealer. And it's not looking great, is it? But listen, obviously you can see I'm still a little bit dejected, still a little bit peed off, still a little bit upset. And I'm sick and tired of these players walking around on their big salaries, taking liberties. And the manager yesterday got some big decisions wrong. He kept Lacazette on for way too long. He kept Mesut Ozil on for the whole time, you know, and I don't know. Anyway, leave it all in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Greek left back, whose name I'm not going to say again. Let me know about Layvin Kurzawa. What are your thoughts on Mesut Ozil? And yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, I'll be back at 5 o'clock. Laters, peeps.